I was reading your bio beforehand, and I think you started painting roughly 2 years after you had your incident. And so
Yeah.
tell us how you got into painting. Like where did that come from?
I'll tell you, man. I laugh all the time because I'm like, as I'm painting them, it's like, why did I pick? Well, one, typically something that, isn't necessarily lucrative. And then two, it's not fast, it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's like, let's pick the hardest, most antiquated form of anything
Yeah.
and do that.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. But it really was one of those things like, so I'm in 2000, right? That's my accident. Internet, computers, everything, very different in 2000. You think way back when, and now as things are going even faster, things change even more.
Hard to believe how different it was back then.
So I'm still working, but it's still like sending documents via email. And my mom, I think, is sick of seeing me mow. So she's like, I got a cabinet, we paint it. What? That's insane. So I take out the drawer, they take out the drawers, I do one drawer at a time and paint it. It's a mess. But it probably shut me up for a little bit. And there was a sense of like accomplishment.
Yeah.
It's like if you've got a yard and you mow the yard and you can look at the yard, like, that was good.
Something you can see that's actually been finished.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And that was something, there was a physical element to it too. There was a lot of, there's no script, there's no instruction manual. And it's a little bit like what's going on worldwide that is scary. But I'm also like, yeah, but like no one's ever done this.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit like walking on the moon, that it's terrifying, it can be, but it's also incredibly liberating. Like, as soon as all this happened and everyone from our agency is scrambling to go and work from home, and the world is, places that are doing that, it was pretty cool in the sense that like, no one's ever done this. We're all the first. We're all like walking on the moon here.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do. And so to me, that was exciting. Because you're right, it's been since after the first World War I, they had what was the Spanish flu, right?
Yep.
That went worldwide. And for the most part, globally, I think it's been knocked out since then. So like you said, it's been about 102 years. And not a lot of 102-year-olds remember all that. So yeah. That's incredible. But yeah, it's one of those things that I think that's been the most, I don't want to say exhilarating, but like interesting things to all of this is that we're all navigating, or we're all experiencing something that is awful, and there really aren't words for how bad it is, but no one's ever done it. No one, I'm not going to say no one knew it was coming, because there were people that said it was coming. But at the same time, you still don't know what it's going to look like, right?
Right.
How it's going to affect, like you said, every corner of the globe, every little nook and cranny of the market, like everything's changed. And so I think that's a good way to look at it. It's like, maybe it won't go back the way it was. Maybe that's okay too. What's it look like going forward?
I was just talking earlier today, I was talking to somebody about my office, and you just made the comment, maybe things won't go back the way they were, and maybe that's okay. And we were just talking about like remote work at my office. I run a law office, and I have people in my office, and this pandemic, we've been work from home since spring break, that clearly do not need to physically be in the office. There's no reason for them to do that. And some of these people have to drive. I have one lady, her name is Lauren. She has to drive an hour back and forth every day. She does not, and she has kids at home. She doesn't need to be in the office. So we're really right now, and a lot of small businesses are like this, trying to figure out what the future looks like. And nobody knows. And I love the way that you described it as it's kind of like being walking on the moon. There's no footsteps ahead of any of us right now. We're kind of all walking fresh snow, so to speak. And
Yeah, it is.